I'm doing this project to shine a light on, what are the businesses, the model businesses, the community leaders are doing during this time, that are making a difference. And I cannot think of a more suited role model than AGREA International.
Oh, thank you.
I wanted to use this opportunity, to really dive into your experience in the last 3 to 4 weeks, trying to understand why you're doing what you do, how you're doing what you do, and what are the transferable skills and advice that you can give to the others in trying to make a difference.
Yeah. So for me, it's really like, answering the call to help farmers, because during this COVID time, it's summer in the Philippines. It's actually the peak harvest season. If we cannot help the farmers, they don't have food on their table. That's their only source of income. And you have so much food waste. And second one is you have consumers in Manila who are stuck in their homes looking for fresh fruits and vegetables and food that they don't have access. So it's like more of a calling on how to really take action on the need, both the producers and the consumers.
I'll read out some stats that I've done research on. You've moved 67,000 kilograms of fruits.
Yes.
Yeah. As at 12th of April, from one of your previous webinar.
Yes, we moved 67 tons. Actually, I'm still in awe. I think now we're reaching almost 100.
My God.
I'm still in awe because, this Move Food initiative is not a business model of AGREA. We're into B2B, we're into island development, we're production and help develop products and bring it to businesses. Yeah, this one is like we just rose to the occasion. What happened to this, like 3 days after the lockdown. But then every day I wake up, or even before going to bed, so many farmers are like calling me and they're like, Ma'am Cherrie, we met you 10 years ago. You gave a talk in this event and we kept your number. And we also asked the Department of Agriculture about AGREA. We message our daughter, our sons, message in your Facebook that we need your help. And I was like, oh, wow, this is serious. Every day you receive that. And then I told my team. So I screenshot all the communications. I sent it to my team and I said, I think we are not going to just sit down. I know all of us are working from home, but we need to help these people and we don't know how, but let's do something. So the following day, we launched the Move Food initiative. We said like, let's just do that. So we put a Move Food initiative and put just a Google form document based on the produce that the farmers are asking us. So they said like, oh, ma'am, I have pineapple. Ma'am, I have carrots. And then we saw in the news one truck of carrots being thrown away because the traders are just buying the carrots as like 20 cents per kilo, because it's time for them to be opportunistic to the farmers that they don't have a market.
That's ridiculous.
And I said, wow, for me, karma is real, right? We need to do something about this. And if we want to create change, this is the best time to have that change. And this is the best time to create that change, even if it's so difficult. Oh my goodness, I did not know what I entered into. 3 days after, we had 10 tons of order of vegetables and fruits. 3 days, 10 tons. And I was like, what? So people like ordering for their condominiums, they for us to deliver because it's so difficult. There's lockdown, logistical nightmare is intense. And so many like villages, like gated subdivisions in Manila, and it's so common. We encourage like one mover, one person that would consolidate the orders of a village, and then that person will just distribute it within the village, or they can make their clubhouse to be like a stack where we can deliver the produce. And then some condos, and then they're like ordering from us, and we said, oh my goodness, we have 10 tons order, we need to deliver. So we made it, but it wasn't easy because, we have no money for this. So if we have 10 tons, how can we pay the farmers? And what's the tracking and logistics requirement to bring the produce from these farmers? Because most of them are like 10 hours away, 12 hours away, and the president deployed militaries and police, right? And they're like checkpoints in every town and cities. And we said, oh my goodness, we don't know what we've been through. So I sent a letter to the Secretary of Agriculture.
Do you know
I
him in
said,
person?
yeah, I know him in person. He's a mentor and he
So
sits
that
in our
helps,
global
yeah.
advisory board in the nonprofit. I wrote him a letter and his team that these are the problems I'm experiencing, and eventually they created advisory for that. For example, you have 10 tons to produce, the farmers cannot harvest all the requirement, even if they have more than enough, because it's locked down. Their village chieftain or barangay captain will not give them a permit to go to the farms and harvest. Not permit, and then there are trucks without drivers because the drivers are so afraid with the virus they don't want to drive. So imagine, and you have like commitments to these people. Oh my God, Sean, you know what? In 1 week, I was losing hair. I was like, literally, Sean, you're a friend. I was like combing my hair, and you saw like the stress, like so much hair falling off, because it's like
Literally,
you're
wow.
trying your, yeah, you're trying your best, and this is like, it's literally like you're running a national operation that you're tied on a chair,
Well done.
and your only weapon is your phone and your network and your connection and your brain on how to navigate everything. So imagine there were like times that the truck gets stuck in a checkpoint. So I need to call to the driver, and then who's that military in there? Can I talk to the military officer? And if it cannot be approved, I need to figure out what province are you, maybe or city are you, maybe I know the mayor, or I know a friend who knows the mayor, or that friend knows the governor or the congressman. I need to call the governor, I need to call the congressman, that I
So,
have a truck with this load. You need to let the truck pass the checkpoint because it's food. You know what I mean? It's just crazy logistics. And second one is, you know, um, there are still like frustrations also, like you order from the farmers, but is this also our first time to work with them? I don't even know them, but it's just a pure heart to help. So we like order, for example, eggplant. They will put the eggplant, the good quality ones outside, and all the bad ones they insert in the middle. When it arrives, you're like losing
oh,
10 kilos. And I was like, holy moly. We always have good intention, right? And sometimes it's a mistake that you feel you're good and you're doing good, and people will also reciprocate, but it's not the same.
I'm so sorry to
There are
hear
really
that.
people who will not. So some we blacklisted because we cannot work with them anymore,
I hope they
because
are the
you work with
minority.
faith and trust. Huh?
I hope those are the minorities.
Minorities, but
Okay.
so we blacklisted them because you first you give them a warning, you give them feedback, you send them pictures, and then second one still the same. And I said like no, because our integrity is important, and
Absolutely.
our consumer as well. So it's a whole lot of work. It's I can write a book about this
Cherrie, you
food
should.
security on
You should
COVID.
document this. This is fascinating. Cherrie,
Mm.
allow me to say this, yeah? I don't want to be pretentious on, just having read some stuff about you to pretend that I know you a lot. But it seems to me that you are made for this moment. God,
Wow.
if there's a reason that God put you on this earth, and for this reason, this would be a very good reason. The last 3 weeks. It sounds like that.
That's so kind of you, Sean.
It sounds like that. I remember I sent you that note from Mr. Roger,
Yes.
whereby it says something that, when I was little, I see the television and it scares me because of all the bad news. And my mom say, look out for the helpers. There's always helper. And you have been that icon for me. So, it brings me tears just, wanting to reflect to you.
Oh, thank you so much. You're so kind. Yeah. It's,
Well done.
it's, oh, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, we both, in this global shapers circle, we both know some of the smartest people on earth, and everyone else are keyboard warriors. And you're the only crazy one. Are you not worried about your health?
I'm not. I'm okay. I think for me it's like
You don't think about, hey, you're out, you're working harder than ever, right? You'll probably be in more contact with anyone than ever. You're literally putting your life at risk, my darling.
Yeah. So sometimes I would think about it, no, but I really make sure I take care of my health. So I do follow the PPEs, I do masks, I do gloves and social distancing, no hugging or whatever.